When Philip went to Nathaniel and said, "We have found the Messiah, the one who Moses and the prophets did right," they already knew Jesus. Because of the words that are spoken, you can see it. But if you think this is a first encounter, then that doesn't make any sense, because you don't follow somebody you don't know. And they had heard him long enough and listened to him long enough going, man, what does all this mean? Wow. And he was teaching them, right? So they were up to speed. And then he went and did his thing. And I guarantee you when he said, hey, when I come back to you again, it's going to be for the real deal. And how much of this do they remember until God reveals it back to them? And so, they're doing their thing, and it comes time for Jesus to have his ministry, and he had already told them. That's why they just followed him. Don't think that was the first encounter. That makes no damn sense. They got a business, and they got families, and they got money they need to make to survive and make it in this world, and they're just going to leave their stuff. That's what religion wants to tell you. They've been being prepped throughout Jesus' younger years. Jesus took care of his family. He was a head over his own house, a son, a head over his own house, because Joseph had to leave so that Jesus could come up. That's the first time where a man had to step aside for Jesus to come into his training and teaching and his position. And then the second one is, with his disciples. But his first responsibility was to his family at first until they grew up. And then he trained them. And then he went on to train his disciples. But he was teaching his disciples as a friend from his younger years. They were from Galilee. Do you not? So all this isn't taught anywhere. And so they were ready. They had all the knowledge they needed. And when he came back, he goes, follow me. They're like, yep, here we go. This is it. He said it'd be. And you don't get all that interaction. But when the, and then with Nathaniel and, with Nathaniel, and his brother comes to him and says, we found the Messiah. What? You found the Messiah? Who is it? It's Jesus of Nazareth. And he goes, what good thing can come out of Nazareth? But he had to have known Jesus of Nazareth, not to say who was Jesus of Nazareth. So obviously he knew him. But the revelation that God gave Nathaniel under the tree, I wonder if he was considering him. Right there, like, I'm going to intercede with my own thoughts here. Nathaniel's praying under the tree with God for something. God, is your Messiah going to show up? God might have put thoughts in Nathaniel's head before that for Nathaniel to pray for that so that God could give him the information of revelation so that when Jesus Christ showed up and said, I saw you under the tree. And Nathaniel goes, oh my God, you're the Messiah, the Son of the living God. And he goes, well, you think that little bit of revelation and that little bit of explanation is very big? You wait until you see what else is coming. Right? But we have to be in the Word of God to understand the fullness of that. The cursory readings are okay. You do a cursory reading 5 times in a row, committing your mind to the Word of God. Just that record alone, and God will show you things that man doesn't think of. Okay? You think he's going to say, oh, yes, you saw me under the tree in my revelation. Oh, well, you must be the Messiah, the Son of the living God. No. That fucking shook him right to the core of his very existence of breath life. Didn't have to tell him, come on, I need you. Okay, I'm there. I'm there already. He didn't even have to say that. I saw you under the tree when you were I saw you when you were under the tree. And that's all it took. Because I guarantee you, God would have had to told him. The Messiah will tell you about this vision, about this revelation I'm giving you. He will let you know. And that's the Messiah. As soon as he did, bam, just like that, done. God gives you revelation and somebody comes along. If you don't speak the revelation, God gave me revelation. God gave me revelation. Let me tell you what it is. Let me tell you what it is. And you tell everybody, and then the adversary can use that against you. If you hold on to things that are special and important, he was under the tree, under the fig tree, praying. Between him and God, nobody was around. He knows nobody else is around. That all the accumulations of the reason why he said that and the emphasis of how he would have said it is all due to his interactions with God and him being very aware. And Jesus saying, as soon as he comes towards him, wow, a true Israelite indeed, in him is no guile. And then he gives him a compliment. Jesus Christ gives him a compliment. Jesus Christ comes up to him, and he's going to be a little bit set off. And where do you know me from? All right, okay, here we go. We got another Messiah. We got another Messiah. Where do you know me from? Well, I saw you under the fig tree when you were praying. That's all it took. Whatever God revealed to Nathaniel underneath the fig tree, the results speak for themselves. Okay? God bless you.